Hello, welcome to Soulprint Intuitive Tarot. Thank you very, very much for being here. Sorry, I don't have my cards in my hand. I'm going to do a tarot reading. Look at the cards for Kamala Harris. All right. And I have to tell you, I'm kind of excited to do this reading because I don't believe I've ever actually done a reading where I specifically look at her and her energy. So, you know, let's gain some insight, if you will, into VP Harris and see what things look like as she continues to gain momentum and move forward with her campaign to become the 47th President of the United States. Again, thank you very, very much for being here. Just a quick note for anybody who's looking for a private reading. If you go into the drop box below, there is an email address, soulprint888@gmail.com. Just send me out a quick email asking for information with regards to private readings, and I will send you back what you need to know. And I have appointments mid and late August. Okay, so there's not a lot of wait time. All right, might take a good look and see what we can see. I'm curious to see also if there is like a tarot card that comes out that kind of becomes hers. Here we go. Tell me about Kamala. Tell me about Kamala. Tell me about Kamala. Start. She's starting off with the Five of Swords. I love this. She's going to push back on bullying, lower vibrational energy. It's not. It's almost like there's just something in her DNA that really cringes away from people who feel they're entitled. And it's that sense of entitlement. Honestly, it just sort of sends her right around the bend. And that's part of the reason why she was such a kick-ass prosecutor and such an amazing Attorney General of California, and why she comes into the vice presidency with that kind of energy. She is very, very much for sort of the underdog, and she does not respond well when she literally is witnessing bullying, aggressive, entitled behavior. And so you can continue to see her campaign really, really, really pushing back against that kind of behavior and energy. And we all know it. There's going to be a ton of it that comes out of the Trump campaign and Republicans. I mean, they've gotten sort of control that even poor Choir Boy Johnson there is telling them to cool it with the racial comments. I mean, they're not understanding that those kinds of comments, they don't intimidate her. They energize her. And that is going to be what leads to their ultimate destruction. Because where, you would think most people would almost start to sort of crumble. She's not. She's just like, Superman or something. She just explodes with even more energy around this kind of behavior. And the moon, she is absolutely not above calling it out, drawing attention to things that have been sort of maybe out there, but that people weren't paying attention to. she is, she doesn't like secrets and she doesn't like dark places. And so her energy is simply almost emboldened. The nastier they get, the stronger she becomes. She is like honored and humbled. And in some ways, like shocked by how quickly and completely she has been embraced, not just by Democrats, but by the people. It is the people that she just is like literally blown away by. She can't almost comprehend the amount of celebration and gaiety and excitement that is going on around her and the promise that she brings. So there is a part of her that always remains grateful. I have to tell you, she has just really lovely energy. Listen, she is as tough as nails and she is a fighter, but she has such a gentleness about her, such a compassion, um, an empathy, kindness. And that is her base. She is not, and I'm not saying she's not ambitious, but she's not power hungry. She simply has gone through her life and will continue to go through it, energized and motivated by helping people. In some ways, she's a perfect representation of the feminine divine and the energy that it's going to sort of create a bit of a template, a baseline for what people start not only looking for in their leaders, but demanding. And so one of the things you're going to see is people who have that that sort of Trump mentality, the Orban mentality, the Putin mentality, the Netanyahu mentality. They're going to continue to lose favor and popularity because she's going to become the new gold standard. And that's going to be fascinating to watch. She needs her moments of quiet and stillness because that's sort of when she does her best thinking. That's when she finds the most clarity. There are parts of her life that she is now sort of coming to accept. Where privacy is no longer going to actually be an option for her. They're just in terms of like the Secret Service and the increased security details and all of that, kind of energy around her. But she has so much self-confidence that it's really not kind of going to like fundamentally change her in any way, shape, or form. Her marriage is her strength. Her and her husband are incredibly well suited to each other. There is like an abundance of love when you see them together, between them, when one speaks of the other. He is sort of her rock. But what's really lovely is that she is his. And so in the last couple of years, as he has had to sort of like work hard to be the vice president's husband, she has like understood how difficult it is for him. And he has understood how difficult it's been for her. And that's where you get this incredible, amazing balance between the two of them. I do believe this may be the new card for her. She has an internal strength, determination, and taming that beast. She's not cocky or flippant about it, but she is incredibly confident in her ability to take a situation in hand and work it until she gets the result she's looking for. And what is the result she's looking for? Temperance. She is looking to balance the United States. She is looking to, Biden healed. Biden was the healer. She is going to be about the balance, maintaining the balance, and bringing a softness and a gentleness forward. There have been other female leaders. I mean, the UK has had a couple of them. Canada had a female prime minister. Okay, not for long, and she wasn't exactly successful, but we had one. Countries all around the world have had female leaders. But this is the first time for the United States. And again, it sort of creates that kind of template, right, of what's acceptable. So what you're going to see over the course of her presidency and beyond is going to be women becoming more empowered, but in a way that helps them find and identify like their own strengths and become less and less tolerant of sort of that macho male aggressive energy. And she's going to help bring kind of that balance to bear. King of Wands and the Six of Swords. Her message is going to create an enthusiasm, an ambition. She is in many, many ways now charged with moving the country into those calmer waters. Joe Biden was the one who stopped the tidal wave, who pushed back against the tidal wave and got everything in place. She is the one who's going to be able to steer that boat going forward. She has really, really lovely energy. And the thing is, she is not afraid to rock the boat. And she is not afraid to get the job done. All right, Spirit, is there anything else you would like to add to this reading? that she will benefit greatly by any and all positive light work that is done her way. She will benefit greatly from assurances that people embrace her. I know that there was sort of a campaign that was going on. I think, or I'm aware anyways, that it was sort of started by Susan Lynn on her channel. Susan Lynn Medium, I think. To start this sort of appreciation, right? Send postcards, write comments, send, phone messages of support. Please seriously consider doing that for her. It's like it fills up her reservoirs. She doesn't need anybody's approval, but she certainly appreciates it. And she really appreciates being appreciated. So any support that you can send her way, from a $5 donation to a postcard or a phone call to light work, all goes towards turning up the power and the energy of that light. That's what I know about her. She has truly, truly lovely energy. And she's going to do amazing things. So it's time to continue to support her and do everything that you can. She truly is a change agent, but for the better. And it's time to embrace that and let the fear of of Trump or the fear of what has happened before, let it go now. Let it go. It's not going to repeat. And the reason it's not going to repeat is because millions and indeed billions of people around the world, and particularly in the United States, have woken up. Trump got in because people were asleep. Ain't nobody sleeping now. That's what I know. Take good care. Be well. And I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye for now.